Tell me about stories and like narrative when it comes to content. How do you kind of plan that out? How do you kind of create it with what you're given?
I think that for me, I kind of look at it in a couple different ways, but primarily it's again identifying the story that needs to be told and then what's the best way to tell it. And you can think about that in a thousand different ways, but long story short, if you are telling a story to your grandma versus a coworker versus your 7-year-old niece, you're going to tell the same story in three different ways, right? Based on
Yeah,
your audience.
that's true.
So then it's okay, who's my audience? What do they care about? What are their pain points? What are their, what are they talking about? What are they thinking about? And then framing those stories in the context of the people that you're telling them to. And
Yeah.
I think that's really important because sometimes it's easy just to create content in a vacuum and say, I'm going to write this piece because I think it's going to resonate. Okay, well, who are you writing it for? Yourself? Or are you writing it for your ICP or this person or that person? So I think for me, that's the biggest part of it. Who
Yeah.
are you telling your story to and why? Why are you telling it? What do you want them to get out of it? Do you want them to take an action? Do you want them just to walk away with knowledge? What's the point?
Yeah, no, I like that because the stories need to be told differently. And I think you can use similar content to different audiences
100%.
as you build out. And that's essentially what you're saying is, if you want to create a story, if you want to utilize content, you got to understand which and to whom it's going to. And then you can kind of build around that.
I mean, it goes to like, as far as repurposing goes, if you think about it, you can write, say your company is doing a lot of ABM or vertical marketing. You can write one set of emails to your, I don't know, we'll call it your small business owner, right? You can take that same set of emails, repurpose them by just changing the tone or just making little tweaks. And that same email drip can then go to manufacturing people.
Yeah.
And that same email drip with a little bit of changing can go to this other audience that you have. That's how you make your content work for you, right? You can create one piece of content and use it in 7 different ways. You might just have to tweak it a little bit to get it all the way there.